Hey friends, I am incredibly excited to share that we now have a working prototype for the Tall Tavern web app. So today I'm going to demo how you can run a game of D&D or your favorite tabletop role-playing game and have the Tall Tavern app record it, transcribe it, and summarize it so you can keep a record of your games and your recaps all in one convenient place. So let's start by getting started. And we'll do a new campaign here. You can have as many campaigns as you want. We'll do the Fresh Prince of, go with Phandalin. There we go. And here we are. So I am just going to, ad lib here as if I were a DM or a game master going through a kind of campaign. So bear with me. It might take a little bit, but we'll have to go on for a while just so you can see how the summarization works. Here we go. All right, everyone, let's get this adventure started. You find yourself in the bustling town of Phandalin, a place known for its vibrant markets, eccentric characters, and a tendency for things to go hilariously awry. You've been brought together by fate, or perhaps just a series of coincidences, to embark on a quest that will test your mettle and your funny bones. All right, everyone, please introduce your characters. Okay, great. Well, Sir Cedric, you find yourself wandering through the town square trying to impress the locals with your fancy footwork. But alas, your clumsy nature leads to a spectacular tumble into a fruit stand. Uh-huh. Okay, now on to you. Wanda, you're perched atop a roof observing the chaos below. You see some buffoon kind of like stumble into a fruit stand. And you also spot a mischievous gnome attempting to pickpocket a unsuspecting merchant. What would you like to do? Uh-huh. Okay, so you're trying to kind of grab what the gnome is trying to grab, but before it can grab it. All right, I'll have you make a sleight of hand check. Okay, let's see, 17. That's quite good. So you're able to do just what you described. You kind of snatch the contents of what the gnome was trying to get in terms of that coin pouch. And you kind of take all the valuables from it, and even leave your calling card, a little note that says "Better luck next time, my mischievous friend." All right, next character, Professor Puffington. While strolling through the town library, you accidentally trip over a pile of books and kind of trigger a chain reaction that sets off a magical explosion. Dust and enchanted tomes fly everywhere, much to the dismay of the hapless librarian. What would you like to do? Okay. So you kind of like try and be diplomatic and apologize. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Okay, a 7. That's not great. So with a 7, let's say that the librarian kind of just like crosses his arms and looks very kind of like stern and cross, and just kind of like shakes his head and like points his hand to the entrance, or in your case, the exit of the library, and he's just kind of like glowering at you as you leave the library, making it quite clear that you're not welcome here anymore. Okay, next character, Brogan. You find yourself in the local tavern, engaged in a drinking contest with a rowdy group of dwarves. Yes, it's a stereotype, I know, but in this world, there are rowdy dwarves. There are probably bookish dwarves as well, but this particular group of dwarves is quite rowdy. And as you down your 8th tankard, the tavern owner kind of looks at you in disbelief. These are big tankards, and these are some serious dwarfs that you're up against. I am going to have you make just a constitution check to see how you're holding up here near the end of this contest. Oh shit, a natural 20. Okay. So you kind of like down that last tankard and like slam it down on the tavern table. Let out a triumphant belch, which kind of like echoes through the tavern, and the dwarfs are all like ooh and like oh, and they're kind of like looking pretty tipsy, like they might fall off their tavern stools at any moment. But the barkeep who is watch or judging the competition comes up to you and like raises your hand in triumph and says, oh, Brogan, everyone, Brogan, the champion of the drinking contest. For you win. Let me just roll on a kind of a treasure table here. Oh, it looks like you win another pint of ale. Okay, so you have like now a 9th pint of ale due to your victory. And then the tavern keep informs you that you owe him for the previous 8 that you bought during the competition. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so now our band of misfits, and now that you've kind of got a sense of each other and that sort of thing, you all get together and begin to embark on your first quest together, united by fate and a shared love for adventure. But little do you know, this is just the beginning of a epic journey that will test your wit, courage, and ability to keep a straight face. Okay, so we're going to call that a wrap for this session, but stay tuned next week for more surprises as we dive deeper into the Fresh Prince of Phandalin. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Okay, so I've stopped the recording, and now what the software is doing is it's kind of like each audio bit has been broken up into like little kind of sections, and it's being transcribed, and that's being written to the database, and then in a moment, there we go, the transcript will come as well as the summary. So here's the full transcript in pink there. And as you can see, it's good. It's kind of capturing everything, doing it well, doing it right, spelling things correctly, all of that. And let's see the summary. The players find themselves in the town of Phandalin and introduce their characters. Sir Cedric clumsily tumbles into a fruit stand while trying to impress the locals. Wanda observes a pickpocketing gnome and successfully steals the gnome's loot before leaving a note. Professor Puffington triggers a magical explosion in the town library and fails to persuade the librarian to forgive him. Brogan wins a drinking contest against rowdy dwarves and is awarded another pint of ale. Players then come together to begin their first quest, unaware of the epic journey that awaits them. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's it. So as you can imagine, this will then give you your recap that you could send out to your players after the game, and will keep a kind of persistent journal of your campaign as it unfolds. And the, I think, very exciting part is that as you play, your world will be built and recorded and codified such that the future features that we release in this app will be able to draw upon the world that you've created through your playing sessions, so that when you generate an NPC, when you generate a new kind of plot point, quest line, item, location, city, faction, whatever it is, it will create it with the context of your world so that it will fit in and tie in with your world. So I hope you liked this demo and this little kind of preview into the master plan of where Tall Tavern is going. I'll talk to you all soon, and looking forward to opening up the prototype to those of you that want to start playing around with it. Thanks so much.